Some of the buildings that were destroyed in the blast dated back to the late 1800s.
People don't realize that once they're gone, they're gone.
The explosion was the worst disaster to hit the downtown since the 1920s, when a fire killed one firefighter and caused $250,000 damage.
We don't know what the future holds, and let's hope that that doesn't happen again.
So I think it's going to be interesting in years ahead to look back at how Bozeman responded to a catastrophic event such as the explosion, but also within the context of the economic downturn. It really takes a unique community to get through those kinds of things.
Although the sense of loss will fade with time, it reminds us of just how easily we can lose our past, let alone forget.
The sad part is all the memories and meanings related to that building, the people who owned the businesses, traded there, just even visited the town, that's gone.
Too often we forget about what's important to ourselves, and I think that by learning about history and learning about the values of history and our own present day history, it gives us a better opportunity to learn where we're going with ourselves in the future.
The Osborne building was built in 1882. It was inches and minutes away from being totally destroyed that day.
It was sad. I mean, to see a vital part of the community and the businesses and the people that lived here, but also a great historic building that was basically rendered useless.
Shockwaves from the blast made the building floor jump 6 to 10 inches from its foundation.
Very rarely do buildings just stay static. Buildings are almost like living, breathing creatures, and they get maintained, they get repairs, they get additions, they get remodels.
Because the original drawings of the Osborne building cannot be found, Carpenter has recreated them in order to preserve their place in architectural history.
Well, I think it's important not only to know the real important jewels of our history of who important people were and what important activities and occurrences occurred, but what was everyday life like in the 1880s or in the 1860s when Bozeman started, or even the 1920s.
We need those permanent reminders, I think, of our history and the people who came before us and who might want to come after us.
Bozeman lost more than 4 buildings on that day. It lost a part of its architectural history that can never be replaced. In Bozeman for the News Channel, I'm Jonathan Athens.